Hey everyone, we did it. It's Friday, so congratulations on doing another week of remote learning. I think we've gotten into a really good flow for the most part. Yes, there are days when we're all stressed out and stuff, but I'm seeing a lot of great stuff, and that makes my heart happy. So just continue with that amazing attitude. I think, um, yeah. But overall, I really do hope everyone's okay. I know some of us, there's some lot going on in our lives. And just know I am here for that. So if you need me for anything, let me know. If you need some more extensions on stuff, please let me know. It's better that I hear from you and know that you're okay than for me to just assume, oh, this person is just not caring. Because I know we do care about this and, learning all that stuff. So please take that responsibility of just letting us know if you need anything, because I'm going to do my best to help you out with whatever it is. Um, So yeah, let's go ahead and look at the actual assignment for today. All right. So there we go. So once again, as always, if you're not going to do work for a day because you want to take a break from our class, I get it, but we still need to know you're there. So just check in on the late daily logs. So I mark you present and not absent. Oh, also with attendance, I know who's on and who's not. I'm checking attendance basically from 12 a.m. till 11:59 p.m. So if you're doing stuff between those times, you're good. I'll mark you present, and if I find you. So here is the focus question for today. Why was the scientific revolution a turning point? And then we're gonna try and analyze some sources in order to argue why the scientific revolution is a turning point. So, just as a recap, what the heck is the scientific revolution? It's just a time where we're using reason, right? We're going to seek answers to the questions we may have. And that helps us because we have the scientific method now also available. So the scientific method, it's these rules and these steps that help us, create a good science experiment. And I like to think of science experiments like this with Curious George, right? He's this curious monkey, and so he sees the world and he's just so curious about it. And he's going to just question things and going to do these silly things to get his answers. But what he should be doing is using the scientific method to get his answers. But, he's a monkey and he's cute. So, yeah. So, what does science look like and what does medicine look like before the scientific revolution? So, a lot of it is just prayer and medicine working together. We're going to pray that the medicine helps us. And then also, some people take superstition into, account and use magic as a way to help with the disease they may be dealing with. And we're dealing with human bodies. No, we're not. We're dealing with pigs and monkeys. We're dissecting the pigs and monkeys, and we're taking that and using it as human models. But obviously, monkeys and pigs are not the same as humans, so it doesn't make any sense. But what starts to happen is human anatomy becomes a thing. A lot of you are taking human anatomy right now, so you'll probably know a little bit about it. So, with the anatomy, which is like the study of human, or at least the study of body parts, it's a published book by this man named Andreas Vesalius. Basically, he is showing us what it looks like. He's describing this dissection and also just how the human body parts are working. And this is the cover of that book. If we can zoom in as much as possible, that guy or person in the middle is being cut open, dissected, and we get to see, what's inside the body. And then other stuff that will happen with this scientific revolution is more medicine and studies of the human body. We have dentistry taking form, which is, about the teeth and dentists. And this is all thanks to a French person. So we have the French to, thank. So merci beaucoup. We also have another book being published, and this one's about the heart and how the heart works. This is called the Multa Cordis, which is a Latin phrase. I probably didn't say it right, but don't worry. It's about the heart and how that works. And we're also looking at bacteria because now we have the microscope. And so with the microscope, we can look at the bacteria, which are just tiny little things. And of course, this is just the beginning of microbiology. Micro meaning tiny, biology meaning the study of living things, which most of us are taking in living environment. Awesome, here's a quick video, we can check it out.
The Renaissance also saw advancements in medicine. People slowly began to turn from superstition and magic for cures and look for alternative treatments.
The plague comes to Europe, but it does not immediately leave. It stays in Europe and becomes an endemic through, in Italy at least, the early 17th century. So if the plague disrupts a district, it will return again and disrupt that same district a decade later or a half generation later. So to live and work in Renaissance world was to know that there was always the possibility of calamity.
Around 15...
So we're talking about the plague, which is interesting considering what we're living in right now. The plague, you know, yeah, we're living through the coronavirus right now, so it's interesting how history's continuing to do this thing where it's repeating itself.
The microscope was invented. This invention helped establish for the first time the connections between germs, hygiene, and diseases. Philippus von Hohenheim, known as Paracelsus, was a German-Swiss physician whose work proved the link between chemistry and medicine. One of his findings came in 1530 when he discovered that mercury compounds are an effective antidote for syphilis. Probably the biggest contribution to Renaissance medicine was the work done by Andreas Vesalius on the study of the human anatomy. He was the first to dissect cadavers as opposed to animals, which was the accepted practice of the time. His major work, the 7 books on the structure of the human body, was published in 1543.
And back to that whole plague thing. Remember, during the plague, people aren't taking care of their hygienes. People are not showering. They're not washing their hands. And that's somewhat kind of the same reasons we have this whole coronavirus, right? We're asking people to wash their hands now because people didn't want to wash their hands. So it's interesting, right? History continues to repeat itself. Yeah. Awesome. So here are the next steps. We're going to go ahead and look at the document for today. This is going to look like, let me open it up, open it right here. So it's going to give us a definition of what the turning point is. A turning point is simply this. It's an unprecedented, meaning it's never been seen before. It's an event that's never been seen before, or a moment in history that affects many people. There is a clear before and after with this event or turning point. And for example, once again, I'm going to go back to this coronavirus. You know, before the coronavirus, we were all going to school in real life, right? But then the coronavirus happens, things get shut down. We're fearing, you know, the disease spreading. And then afterwards, what's the effect? Millions of people are out of work. Kids are learning from home. And there's just so many more effects of this coronavirus that you probably know about and are probably experiencing at some level, unfortunately. So you're going to go ahead and read this passage. This passage will once again just give us some more ideas as to how the scientific revolution changes the way medicine works. I'm going to read it. If you want to skip that, just skip this part of the video, but I'm going to read it for us. Once again, keeping in mind, why is the scientific revolution a turning point? Doctors' remedies or medicine in the 14th century were sometimes based on secular, meaning non-religious science, and other times based on faith and religion. So faith, religion, and science are coming together. There was little distinction between one or the other. So sometimes it seems the same. The study of medicine and anatomy by dissecting corpse was prevented by the church. So the church is saying no to dissection of human bodies. But of course, some people are challenging the church. And so they're going to privately and secretly dissect bodies in Europe. Now, where did they get the method? This method of studying the human body came from the Islamic empires. So we are interacting with other parts of the world, and they're sharing their ideas with us. And then we bring back our ideas and we try them out and see how it works for us. And now, the need for knowledge sometimes defied or went against the church. The church is saying, no, do not do this. But sometimes you got to go against the beliefs. So once again, there's the video if you want to see it again to help you out with the chart that we'll see here. So the chart is a great way for you to organize your thoughts and share and show how the scientific revolution is a turning point. So the first step is to find out the before, what's happening with medicine before the scientific revolution. So I think the video is a great source. The text is a good source. Our slides are a great source if you want to look at that. Just write down what is happening before with medicine. And then the turning point, what specific event or thing helps bring about the, scientific revolution in medicine. So once again, look at the slide, the video, or the text for that. It'll be in there. Just one thing. There might be a lot more, but just pick one specific event. And then the after effects. What does medicine look like today? What impact has it had on our lives? So this is not much text around it. It's more of you using what you've seen and what you know and how medicine helps us. So I just said use your brain. Okay. So other than that, listen, I'm here for you. So if you need anything, please let me know. If you're missing work, just hand that in whenever you get a chance. I'm sorry with the grading. I'm really bad at that. I get, distracted by anything. So I'm going to try my best and, have a productive weekend where I'm grading a bunch of your stuff. And yeah, just keep handing that in. Even if it's late, it's better than having a 0 on you. And as always, let me know if you need anything. I really miss you all, and I'm hoping and I'm waiting for us to get back together and just laugh and just, do what we usually would do. Yeah, miss you all. Love you all. Stay safe. Enjoy the weekend. And my prayers to any of you who are really going through some tough times, because it's out there and I get it and I'm sorry. We'll get this through together. So see y'all later. Take care.